let's get into some of these games. I will start with the game that I'm going to be at. This is the only one that I'm not going to give a pick, but I am going to give a pick on 5 other games. And if you were to, I don't know, give all of those in a parlay, it would be 25-1. So I'm just saying, I'm not suggesting, I'm just saying though, okay? Let's start with the game I'll be at. Penn State travels to Champaign, Illinois, and the Drew Allar era for the Nittany Lions is off to a very good start. So they look to improve to 3-0. This is a team that I really like, and I've liked them since the preseason. Allar has looked sharp so far. He's a guy that when I first saw him throw, and this was on the field pregame of their first game last year at Purdue, I'm standing with James Franklin, and we're watching his team warm up, and I'm looking at guys like, you know, Joey Porter Jr. and Jair Brown, and I'm like, man, they're really good. And then I see number 15 throw a football. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? What was that? The football explodes out of this youngster's hands. I can't wait to show it to you. If you follow this show, obviously, I also do a show called Breaking the Huddle. I will be breaking down some film of Drew Allar later this week and hope to put it up on social and hopefully on the YouTube channel as well. So if you are just listening to the podcast, make sure you get over to the social media channels and you get over to YouTube, because I'm going to show you this guy's talent. It's exquisite. I haven't seen an arm like this in a long time. You know, like sturdy, big, strong arm, but he's also a guy that's smooth with it. He's not just thrown out there recklessly. And that's why I really believe in this Penn State team. I think that this Penn State team is on the level with the other 2 powers in the Big Ten East. I think that this is a team that can compete with Ohio State and Michigan, although they're probably more suited to compete with Ohio State. As for this game, I look at this game and I look at this Illinois team that's off to a rough start, and I think to myself, listen, Penn State, if you are going to be one of those top echelon teams in the Big Ten, then you've got to go in and dominate this game, because they have that ability. They run it well with their 2 backs. You're looking at Singleton and Allen, Nick Singleton and Katron Allen. They're averaging about 135 rush yards between them so far, and they have a combined 5 touchdowns in 2 games. And it's not even an offense that really like features the run. Okay, they're going to check the play a lot. This is a team that likes to be in the correct play. They get it from the sidelines, generally speaking, although Allar has some control at the line of scrimmage. And then they're going to try to run what they feel like is the best play suited versus that defense. What I'm trying to tell you is they're not just hammering away with the run game, and yet they're producing in the run game. So that tells you that they're very good running the football. On defense, I really love watching them play because they've got elite players at every level. I've always thought that the best defenses have the ability to do everything to you. They can cover, they can run, and they can rush the quarterback. And that's what Penn State has. They've got elite players like Chop Robinson up front, Abdul Carter at the second level, Kalen King. Kalen King at corner might not have the intangibles or the unchangeables that a Joey Porter Jr. had in terms of his length and maybe overall speed. But just technically speaking, King is an exceptional corner. An exceptional corner. They like their safeties, although they don't have the kind of the name brand safety that they've had over the course of the last couple of years. Illinois has struggled. Let's just face it. And you know what? I don't blame them. It's not a program that's going to recoup or reload quickly. Okay, as good as Brett Bielema is, and he is very good, and I do like this program a lot, they lost too much off of this team from a year ago. You look at what they lost off of the number 1 scoring defense in the country. You remember there's a reason that their old coordinator, Ryan Walters, was up for head jobs, including, by the way, being a finalist for Colorado, getting the Purdue job, is because he was remarkable at Illinois with that defense. He had draft picks on that defense, in particular in the secondary. They lost 3 guys out of their secondary in the first 66 picks of the draft. This was an elite defense. They don't have that anymore. They don't have their running back that they really relied on last year. I would say Isaiah Williams is their top threat on the outside. He had 6 for 99 last week, catches. And their quarterback, while a good player, Luke Altmyer, he's done some good things. He had a 2-minute drive to kick a field goal to win their first game. But if you watch the Kansas game, this is a team that was handled. Kansas got after them. Jalen Daniels and the Kansas Jayhawks, they were up, 34-7 in that third quarter. And so when I'm looking at this game, it's like Penn State's favored by 14.5. And I think that line is probably correct. Allar and company look very good. Thank you for watching the Joel Klatt Show YouTube channel. And if you liked this clip, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. And you can stay up to date on all of my college football coverage.